is Art, your buddy, your old friend, your pal.
Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for instant notifications.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Good evening. It's already 8 o'clock here, and been doing decided to walk today because I was gonna go for a bike ride. I went for one yesterday. I was gonna go for one today, but got a bit late in the day, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to have time or give myself, that time frame to ride my bike. So I just thought I'd take a walk here on the river, show you where I'm at here. I'm here at Lunef Point. You can see the city a little bit there. There's a lot of people out there in kayaks and those forget what those paddle boards and stuff. So some tubing. So yo, what's up, Fran? What's up, Yasha, Brandy, Leaf? How's everyone doing? So I actually took a bus down here. I took it to Auditorium Shores, and then I walked from there down here. I'm probably gonna walk up to Zilker. And if I do, I'll maybe do another video there. But I've been really trying to stay active a lot lately, especially ever since I bought my bike. And I know I took like maybe a 2-week bit of a hiatus from that. But once I hopped back on my bike, I felt energetic again, and I felt, I feel like my biking cardio is getting good. Like I didn't feel winded. Plus, I'm also taking breaks and bringing water with me. And I also managed to conquer the uphills, which I'm really happy about because Austin's a very hilly city. The only hill I couldn't conquer are the ones like right going up to my apartment complex because they're so fucking high up. I tried yesterday coming home, and it was the end of the trip, and I was tired, so that wasn't gonna work. But I made it like halfway up, or well, maybe a quarter of a third way up, I guess. And then I was just like, oh god, I was just like, oh man. I was like, I can't do it, so I just walked my bike back up the rest of the hill to my apartment. But there's other steep hills that I was able to get up, give myself a head start. I'm using like the high gear, and I'm just breathing in and out, and not, getting really tired with it, and not pushing myself too hard and stuff. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I also realized that while thanks, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, Yash, I remember you mentioned that explosion. I hope it was like some kind of mechanical thing and not something, with whatever else is with what's going on and stuff. But yeah, I'm out here walking. I'm trying to stay active. I'm trying to keep active. I'm really trying to watch what I eat. I'm really not drinking a lot of soda. I mean, I did buy a 2-liter of Canada Dry last week, and I'm still drinking some energy drinks, so I'm still a bit on the sugar drink, and I'm trying to like slowly wean off of that. Maybe I'm gonna do like a 30-day thing where I don't eat any sugar, but I'm gonna have to really read my labels and research what's in there for ingredients and such. I have to be like a label reader. But I'd also been thinking that while I've been walking and doing this exercise, like, I guess right now at this moment, the motivation is just for me to be healthier and just have a healthy, somewhat healthy lifestyle and be active and, not put so much crap in my body. And I was really, it's going to sound hilarious. One of the main goals I was doing it was because I thought, well, if I look really good, if I look really hot and fit, and like, maybe I'll attract, a female companion in that sense. And then I thought, well, obviously that's not the only factor that goes into things in that manner. And and I'm not really thinking about relationships at this point, or I mean, I'd love to date, but I'm not really even pressuring myself or thinking about that too much. I'm just kind of just thinking about like getting my life, going or keeping it together. I mean, I found some activities recently, like the biking and the podcasting, and I've seen a few friends around here and there and stuff, and I keep out, to be like all social as I can and such. So, I'm really just doing it for me. I realize I'm like, if I'm keeping healthy and I'm keeping active, and I want to, maintain this like kind of active lifestyle and kind of healthy lifestyle, and work towards it. I realize that it's for me. It's not for anyone else. It's not to do it to impress anybody or whatever. I just have to realize that it's just all for me. And taking quite a bit of time to come to that conclusion, because you're thinking of other factors to do it, or other reasons that it's good to have a reason to do it, but maybe there's better reasons to do it. Like I said, just to do it for myself, and to sorry, I'm lifting up my my stuff here because I'm just seeing the comments here. I'm 45 and I still can't actually work the gears on my bike. Yeah, Brandy, it took me quite some time to like really learn how to like work the gears to my advantage. I mean, I think I figured that out when I was in Philly, but especially here in Austin, because it's not all flat. It's not all flat ground. It's like I said, it's a lot of hills and shit. And sometimes you're gonna be going like, slight up hills or steep up hills. And I've learned how to like how you would shift. How you would drive a stick shift, basically. Like I just basically learned on the fly. Like, okay, if I switch it to this gear, and when I'm going up this way or on this type of terrain and such. So, but it's all it is just practice and this riding. Go ride in the park and stuff. I guess like on the grass or whatever, or like some kind of gravelly terrain and dirt terrain. And you'll learn a lot there on how to shift gears and what gear you're going to need. You'll be like, okay, I need the third gear at the front and I need the sixth gear in the back, and it'll be like clockwork. Before you know it, it'll be like when you type looking at the screen and not looking at the keyboard. You get that kind of thing down where your coordination is up to par with it. But yeah, it took me a while. I mean, I thought it was just, I'm like, okay, I need this gear because I'm feeling lazy, which I use that sometimes. But as I've said, I've learned to use that whole thing with the gears and such. So I'm just grabbing my bag because I'm gonna go walk up to Zilker Park. I think I have to go in the opposite direction and such, and just want to see these. Thanks, Yasha. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like as I said, it took me a while to come to that conclusion, and again, I say I appreciate y'all checking it out. And here, let's take a walk. I'll show you here more of the lake, and before I get out, you get to see how many people are here. This is a cool little point to like hang out at. It's always a nice rest spot, especially if you're going to the next spot. But yeah, there were more people out here. I think there's still some people out here, and there were a lot more people out here earlier. I think they might be going out that way. But yeah, here's the city, my beautiful, beautiful city that I love. I love living here. I've been here almost 3.5 years now. Next month it'll be 3.5 years. I'm so happy that I moved here. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful city and a beautiful area to be around. And right now, I'm making my way. I think right up around here. You look up here. That's part of like Zilker Park. Like when they have they have festivals here. They have the South by Southwest, which is where you have a lot of bands showcasing and a lot of huge acts coming in. We have like a festival thing, so they play up there. And then also in the fall, in September, we have the ACL Fest, Austin City Limits Festival, and that's like our festival. That's like how Philly has the Roots Picnic, New York has Summer Stage. trying to think of like other city festivals and stuff, but like, you know, New Orleans has like the Voodoo Fest, you know, like a, you know, so like that's like kind of how ACL Fest is. It's like a festival for the city. So, and a lot of large, you know, huge acts come for 3 days. So if you're ever when you're walking around here, you can always hear it from up there, like from let me show you, from up this way, from my vantage point, you up the hill. That's where you'll see, you know, a lot of cool stuff here. Right here, this is the lake, right along that way. And say this is the way going to Zilker. It's all fenced up there because I don't know if it's fenced up there. I thought it was. Some parts of it. People like climb up that way to get to the festival. So it's a lot of cool vantage points here. There's a little area you can climb down to get in your boat, your kayak, whatever. So, well, let's see here. I think I'm gonna turn this off for the time being, unless you really want to follow me going down this dirt road. I could have more things to say. I will just keep you on, but it's gonna take a while. And if I'm not on this thing, then I'll get there faster because I'm just focusing on walking up there. But I'll probably throw on the live video if anyone's back. I want to check it out. You know, I'll probably leave by like sunset, you know, either before dusk or by dusk. Then I'll just walk until I get to a bus, Route 7 that gets me back home. And then I'm gonna make some dinner. Make that, how come I can't think of it now? I should know the name of it since I live in Texas, but it's that Texas dish where you put like ground beef and like, it would basically be like chili on top of Frito chips. But I just got ground beef and I'm gonna make it a sloppy Joe mix. I'm gonna pour it on top of these corn chips that I got from HEB. They're like ranch ghost pepper, so I thought that's where the spice would be. So, let's see. Yes, I hope you visit Austin someday, Brandy. I hope all my friends come down here to visit because I really don't know when I'm coming back to Philly or Jersey to visit. Even whenever it's normalized or, you know, we're able to travel again and sit in, you know, spaces, enclosed spaces together again. But however it may be, yes, please, people who are watching this, you know, please come to Austin when traveling is allowed again or whatever, or you're able to, or you feel safe to. Things are opening up down here. So, you know, but even with that, there's like still a lot of awesome things, nature things to see. As you can see here, I'm showing you here. I could just show you instead of you see my face. You always see my face. I'm gonna show you right before I go off here. I'm gonna show you a view here of the river. I took a photo of it earlier. So here, I'll show you this side of the bridge. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's really nice. And going that way towards Zilker. And people, there's a sign here somewhere, maybe it's in the front, it says you're not allowed to jump off the bridge. There's so many people still do it though. Yeah, see this bridge? Look at that. And then look at that drop. Here, to give you perspective. People jump off this fucking thing sometimes. There's always at least one or two people that do it. So, watch out for the swarm of bees. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thanks, yeah, thanks, Gigi. I appreciate it. Fortunately, I have not encountered any swarm of bees. Just a swarm of mosquitoes, which of course is common. So, all right, folks. I mean, I got a few of these on here. I mean, see how long it takes me to get up here. And Zilker might be up here already. It's been like a while since I've been up this way. Let's see. See, this is Zilker Loop, Barton Springs. Barton Springs is a area where it's a very well-known, very popular swimming hole down here, and there's like free parts of it that you can swim at, but there's like a large area where you pay to get in, and I think you're a resident, it's like a $5, and if you're a visitor, then it's like $9 or something. But well, here's some of the park already. See these train tracks? I used to have a mini train. Like for kids and stuff, that would go down there, and well, you know, maybe we're already here already. I just forget how quickly we're here at Zilker. So, all right. So, all right. Coming up here at the park. This also extends across the street over there. And you can see it. Try to see it amongst all the trees, but yeah, I haven't been out here in months. I used to walk out here a lot, and then I got like super lazy. I felt like I did my own quarantine last summer, or last spring, where I wasn't going out a lot and doing a whole lot or anything. So, oh man, breaking a nice sweat here. I think I left one of my bandanas home. I carry 2 bandanas with me. One for the face mask because of the vid, the COVID, and then I always bring another one to wipe my face off because I'm fucking get hot, man. Next week, it's already, I forget that it's June already. I'm like, man, it's June. I felt like it was like March, just like weeks ago. So, here I am at Zilker. And, oh man, I'm gonna sit down on the grass for a bit. Oh yeah, man. There's like this cool, yeah, see? This, everybody, is Zilker Park. Right here, everybody. Good old Zilker Park. It's great to be here. You saw a bit of the crowd. I'm not gonna keep too much camera on the crowd, but you know, I mean, ever since this whole thing's happened, like, we've still been able to go outside and stuff. I mean, you could see the distancing. Yeah, Gigi, exactly. You do not have to wear the mask while you're outside exercising. And I remember early on when regulations were like being implemented here in the city for safety measures as far as where and when and to wear the mask. And I always remembered, you know, it was like, hey, you can go outside because, you know, you're keeping a distance and it's just you. And, you know, you're not like surrounded by a bunch of people usually. And like someone's like either ahead of you, behind you, or going opposite of you. So, yeah, it's awesome. Like, that's another great thing with exercising is, you know, that you don't have to worry about. I'm going to show you the sky coming up here, though. See how it's going to look coming up. Looks so fucking beautiful. I don't know if I can... Oh, there you go. I had to, like, maybe readjust a bit. Still might not do it the best justice, but, you know, still awesome, though. Whew. I can't wait to sit down. Oh, you know what? man. Feels so good walking out here too. Did I decide to do it in the evening time, late afternoon, because that's the best time to come out and do activities and not, feel fucking dead because of the heat. When I first got my bike, I was hardcore that first week, man. It was hot friggin' weather, and I'd be like sitting out here, but sweating my balls off pedaling away and shit. I think I'm going to go stay right here. Look at that. Huh? Is that nice? Nice space, spaced out a lot from everybody. Look, you see the moon? Wow, let me see if I can, yeah. Full moon coming, eh? So, all right, folks, thanks for enjoying me. And thanks for joining me here. And hope you enjoyed seeing some of the sights here in Austin. And yes, please visit. I love having my friends come down here. I love showing off. It's like showing off your brand new car, showing off your, showing off your awesome car, showing off your beautiful girlfriend, showing off, just something you're just so happy to be part of and proud of. And I love being an Austinite. I've been here for 3.5 years. I'm still the new guy, I guess, but I've been to a lot of Austin, and I'm very familiar with a lot of places here, and I have a lot of friends here. And yeah, it's fucking great here. And wherever you are, be safe. Do the best you can. I know a lot's going on, and don't be silent. Speak up. Don't be afraid. Of what people may say back to you, or what they're gonna, or if there's any conflict of whatever. Stand up for what you believe. Now's the time to, not be afraid of what you believe in, and to stand up for it and to tell people what you think. And if you see something wrong, correct it. Like tell somebody, what you said is wrong, what you did is wrong. It's going to be better in the long run. So that's all I have to say, and I love you all. Thank you for supporting Life of Art, the video blog, and the Artcast podcast. I appreciate you guys. If I'm gonna have a podcast up next week, it's been hectic with everything going on with the George Floyd case and everything, and the results and the reactions to it and such. So probably by next week I'm going to put out another podcast, because that one is going to be pretty serious too. But and then I'll have some other ones coming up, like some music related ones and stuff. And I really want to try to get some guests on. So hopefully I can work on that. Once I learn how to record a phone call through the telephone. There's like an app. Hopefully it's a free one. Hopefully I can use it. If not, I don't really want to have to pay for an app. But if I have to, I invest into the show as much as I can. So, all right, guys. Here, I'm going to show you one last view of Austin. I say to you, enjoy the beauty. Love you, and good night from deep in the heart of Texas.